Let us be honest, most women do not naturally experience a floodwater response to sexual stimuli. However, there are two reliable methods and techniques that can increase the likelihood each and every time. Now, the periurethral glands or skin glands are an area that sits behind the pubic bone and surrounds the urethra. So if you reach down beneath behind where the pubic hair is, there is a bone, the pubic bone. The front of that pubic bone connects to the deep fascia of the clitoris. Pressing the front or the area behind it feels fantastic because the deep tissues of the clitoris are right there, and the back of that pubic bone connects to the periurethral glands, the female prostate. So using your finger to explore, you naturally can angle upwards toward the pubic bone because you will stimulate the periurethral glands which sit on top of the vaginal wall. Does that make sense? Taking it further, consider that the clitoris is much larger than often thought. If we model the clitoris, all this blue and purple represents the clitoris. You have the clitoris up top and it forms the walls of the vagina. Stimulating from inside works because the clitoris makes up sensitive vaginal tissue. You see why angling upward feels so great, and this area sits behind the pubic bone, which is why grinding and dancing can feel pleasurable due to this anatomy. Almost 3/4 of women say they do not have orgasm during penetrative sex, let alone squirting. So here is a simple fix: stimulate the periurethral glands and clitoris by switching focus to rhythmic movement angled upward, and ensure there is always some form of pressure on the clitoral areas. Even if squirting does not occur, the results will be more explosive than without. So always include clitoral pressure, friction, or stimulation to get things going. The second technique has a term from Central Africa called kunyaza or kakabli. This term literally means to make urinate, and this practice has been documented and studied because the results are phenomenal. So this is basically where a man rhythmically and continuously strikes the glands of the clitoris, that is the outside part, with his erect penis. He holds the head between his forefinger and thumb and flicks it on the clitoral glands in a rhythmic motion, up, down, sideways, backwards, almost like a Zorro effect. When you analyze this technique, what happens is a small amount of penetration, then removal, then using the erect penile tissue to rhythmically move on the exterior vault of the vagina, stimulating those points. If you ask women about favorite parts of sex, many mention the very first moment of penetration. What practitioners recognize is that focused rhythmic attention on clitoral tissue can lead to intense pleasure. This technique, documented and passed down through generations, came about historically because women expressed that typical sex was not satisfying them, so it caught on widely, men telling sons and nephews, women telling other women. It became a practice focusing on using penile tissue to stimulate clitoral tissue without penetration. Then, after ejaculatory squirting experience, they use the fluid to enhance penetrative act. What this does are two things: it creates a deeper connection between partners because it is not all about penetration but also about ensuring she orgasms first. Since women can be multi-orgasmic, this sets the right trajectory for the experience. So if squirting is something you consider or want to participate in, then consider one or both techniques. Remember that clitoral tissue is key to squirting, and during penetration focus on angling upward to reach the right areas. Let us talk about female ejaculation or squirting, because the debate continues whether the gush of fluid is urine or similar to male ejaculate. Also, it is seen as rare and in some societies sacred, so to have or help with one, let us get to it. Female ejaculation was first described as love juice in ancient Indian texts, and over the last century science has focused on understanding the fluid makeup, thought to be urine, diluted urine, or prostate fluid. Yes, prostate fluid. In this video we will discuss what squirting fluid is made of, the anatomy that makes it possible, and two surefire sexual techniques to induce it. First, consider this study. Though it only follows 2 women, it sheds light on this debated topic. They took 2 premenopausal women who reported squirting and compared urine samples before sex to ejaculate samples after masturbation. They also compared it to male prostate fluid to see similarities. The results show that female ejaculate has high levels of PSA, prostatic fluid, similar to male ejaculate, indicating it is more like prostate fluid than urine. Comparing female ejaculate to voided urine, there are not many similarities, but it appears to be a mix leaning toward prostate fluid. So based on this study, it is close to prostate fluid. Most scientific literature distinguishes female ejaculation and squirting as two events. Squirting involves a larger amount of watery liquid similar to urine expelled from the urethra, while female ejaculation is a smaller amount of thick milky substance like male ejaculate from periurethral glands. These glands surround the urethra, also called skein ducts or vestibular glands. You have heard of periurethral glands before. They are referenced as skein ducts, vestibular glands, or periurethral glands, all referring to the same structure in diagrams. You see the clitoris and urethral opening, but missing are small openings on either side of the urethra, which are the gland openings. A 2015 study concluded squirting is involuntary urine expulsion during sex. Using a homemade model of the reproductive tract, the vaginal opening is below the urethral opening, with the bladder above. The colored part represents periurethral glands surrounding the urethra. As stimulation occurs, these glands fill in the visible openings on the vulva are their ducts, so angling upward can create urge to urinate due to bladder pressure. Like the prostate encircles the male urethra, the periurethral glands encircle the female urethra as the clitoris swells, and these glands swell with blood flow, tension mounts, and with orgasm contractions of vaginal walls, urethra and pelvic floor propel fluid forward similar to the male prostate. Like this video, share this video. I will see you next time.